Three, two, one, go. Yo, welcome back to some more battles. We are in a new league rotation where we have the Mega Mass League. I believe it's the first time they've ever allowed this, so interesting to participate. And let's see how this Mega Gyarados with our Zacian and the Lugia in the bag. Yes, these are all 100%, and as you can see here, this Gyarados here is able to take advantage of this matchup here. We don't know if they're running Rock Wrecker, so looks like our opponent did not want to see the Gyarados in the bag either, but I guess since they went down 2 shields and our Gyarados is still fairly healthy, they did not want to get through the rest of the game. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with the Gyarados absolutely beasting. Okay, against a Primal Groudon is very cool to see. We're gonna have the advantage here initially, unless they're like running Solar Beam or something. We don't really know. So we are gonna shield once, and okay, it looks like they swap out into their Zacian. This Zacian here is going to be able to tank a move, but at least we soften it so that we can bring our own Zacian. They go for the blades and it does a huge amount of damage, but we still survive. So we elect to go for the blades as well and then force them to... Okay, so they don't get that far now because they're running Dragon Tail Groudon, and now they have no shields, and we should go into the Lugia, yeah, because we will be able to resist all the moves. And now we're going to have the energy advantage, but we cannot switch out because it looks like this Fortress is going to be pretty good against our Gyarados. We're just going to stay in, throw a huge Aero Blast. And then luckily, we are going to be able to reach another move before they get to another Moon Blast, but we still had a shield, so we were still able to maintain alignment. They have to go for Fire Punch because everything else would be resisted, and because they use some energy, we're going to swap out immediately into the Gyarados to combo play for the win. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with our Lugia, honestly, but the Gyarados obviously did a lot of work as well. The Lugia running Dragon Tail is able to kind of fight back against potential dragons that we might see. Oh, okay. So we got the Kyurem into the switch, and we have Metal Claw Zacian to fight back. We're not messing around. We tank the Fusion Bolt, and we go for the blade. Down goes their team, and it looks like they wanted to bait this out because now they have Shadow Apex Ho-Oh? I forget. They go for a huge Brave Bird, and we do shield that, and now we're going to go into our Lugia. Tanking the first crunch, we avoid the debuff, which is really nice. They are running Waterfall, or yeah, I think it's Waterfall. So their fast moves, their fast moves are just going to be pretty clunky. However, that means that we're going to be able to chip away and then fire back into our Gyarados. So because they're running Waterfall, we are resisting their fast move, and so we can tank any move from them. And now we have one shield Gyarados into their Ho-Oh. This is very good for us because we have a ton of energy. And yeah, they're in a tough spot there. They shield, they don't shield, it doesn't matter. We get to another move and they realize their situation. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with our Gyarados mainly. All right, next we're going to have Gyarados into the Swapper looking very swole. Okay, another Zacian safe swap. We're going to take the same strategy. We're going to chip at this thing and try to catch a close combat, but our opponent doesn't quite throw that. And so this is surely going to be a Blades. Yeah, there goes the Blades, and we're trying to get to another Blades because I guess the close combat would KO from this range. Yeah, we could have gone for the close combat, but let's see what happens here. They decided to just let it go. That's fine. Luckily, we have We should go Lugia here, no? Yeah, Lugia is going to get used because we're basically either resist their big charge move or just neutral charge moves. And okay, we get them to switch out. They are running Ice Fang version, so that's an interesting move set. They did shield the bait, and now we're going to go for the Aero Blast. Do they double shield? Yeah, they do. So this is not looking great for us. We don't really have this low enough that our Gyarados can take it out, and unfortunately for us, they do reach 2 moves, and it looks like 2 Blades is going to take us out because of this Ice Fang. We're trying our best to do as much damage as we can, but as you can see, these Aqua Tails just not enough to take out this Zamazenta, and we know the Zamazenta probably is running close combat. Yeah, so we do not want to see that, unfortunately. So maybe we needed to double bait our Lugia into the Zamazenta 2 Sky Attacks, but I think they still get to another move. So well played. Next, we're gonna have another battle lead. We're gonna go into our Zacian. So we got the shiny versus ours, and looks like our opponent is going to be able to get to the move first. So we're going to shield the first one. They go for the close combat, and they actually double up. Do we survive one of these? We do survive. Okay, nice. So that means that we can potentially get to 2 close combats versus this Palkia, and it looks like that's indeed the case. Do we get a shield back? Yes, we do. So we'll take that even shield scenario. We don't allow the farm now. We're going to go straight into the Lugia. Lugia is going to be able to tank any move here. Spatial Ren, one of the biggest charge moves, and we tank that. This Aqua Tail here is going to be another chip. And now we're going to have this Lugia with a ton of energy. We fire off the Aero Blast. They tank the move, and that means that we can go straight into the Gyarados. So we have health advantage, and we are going to fire off this Aqua Tail. They don't shield because they know they resist everything, and we know the same thing. We're going to tank this move, expecting them to switch out. There it is. So Zacian into the Gyarados. They tank the first move, and it looks like our opponent is going to have to throw close combat, so that debuffs them automatically. So we're going to fire off another Aqua Tail. We will get the shield here. Nope. They actually just let it go, and yeah, they do not have enough health to win this game now. So Crunch is definitely not enough. It was going to be a tough situation, but check out the team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoy the video.